today. Wake up, get some cake today. I've been with the dogs, I got this bone you tryna chase today.
Making 100K back then, you were making 300K today.
You make 100K now, you gonna be looking at your checks in 10 years.
What the?
Great today.
We live in a country where we can spend billions a day on a war, but they're in the streets starving.
I do think at one point there was an American dream. It was the idea that you could have your own house, your own family that you'd be able to support.
That means adapt. Yeah. Don't be afraid to adapt. Try new things, try the streets, get in where it may not fit right away. Your birthday?
You said what?
Your birthday?
September.
What are you doing for your birthday?
What am I doing? I don't know.
You're 30 though, it's a big deal.
Is it a big deal?
It's a big milestone. Every decade is a good milestone to look into and tap into, do something nice. Want to travel?
So I'm not a big birthday guy, if I'm being real. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not a big birthday person. Like everyone's like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to travel here. We're going to do this. I don't really care, bro. As long as I'm chilling with my people.
People you love.
Yeah, and having fun.
Well, do you want to have like some type of get together, like at the house or something? You don't have nothing crazy.
I don't know. I'm not. Now I got like, we got like 5 months to think about it.
You're blink, it's going to be here. So
Don't tell me that, yo. I feel like time is fucking flying right now, man.
It's already April. 2026 just started. It's already April.
Time is flying. I don't know, man.
Time is
Why'd you ask about my birthday? Just
because we're talking about generations today and sort of the state of the world for people in our age group that sort of like 20s to like early, I'll say even like early 40s, where you're like that working adult and you're trying to find your place in the world and set yourself up for the future.
Yeah.
Your family up for the future.
Yeah.
Like I'm Gen Z, like I said, I'm 98, you're 96, you're a millennial.
Yeah.
Same.
It's pretty much the same. I was about to say that.
They're pretty much the same. The only difference would be like the gap between like the older millennial people who are like, born in the 80s and then the upbringing, growing up in the 90s versus growing up in 2000s is a lot different. So.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So
of age.
I will say one thing. There is a difference between millennials and Gen Z. I know that maybe sounds obvious, but here's the thing. Because of where I was born in the millennial scale, I think it's 82 to 96 or something like that.
81 to 96.
81 to 96. Because I'm on the far end, I'm able to relate to both the millennials and the Gen Z, which is good in the workplace. Because there's a lot of people in the Gen Z, in the millennials and older who cannot relate to the younger people in like the office and all that other stuff. But I can kind of be that mediator, and so I'm able to understand between the two, because I caught the tail end of that 90s millennial early 2000s timeline that everybody reads and talks about, that everyone talks about, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still young enough to understand, like the social media and all, like, you know what I'm saying, like all that stuff. And it definitely does make a difference, at least in your
brain rot.
You love that shit.
I don't.
Yes, you do, bro. Every fucking chance you get, bro.
No, that's old, bro. That's old stuff. I'm moving on past that.
Is brain rot that's y'all group, or that's
like Gen Alpha?
That's Alpha.
But like,
yeah,
I'm a man child, I guess, right?
So I mean, we're talking about the age gaps and what the people have gone through and stuff like that. And even though you're not a millennial per se, you lived through most of the crazy stuff.
So I was born in 98, so I was born during the last year of Michael Jordan's 6 championships. I was born tail end of Michael Jackson's career. Then I watched him come back in his renaissance. 9/11 happened. I was 3.
Yeah, so you don't even...
I was 10 years old when economic, downturn happened with the recession. 10 years old when Obama was elected. I started college in 2016 when Trump got elected. So I've seen both the wars, Iraq and Afghanistan play out. Now I see the war in Iran.
How old would you say you said you were when the financial boom for the market, the housing crash?
That was like
08.
08, 09.
Yeah.
It was like 10, 11.
You were 10, 11. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember on the news, stimulus package, all that stuff, and he's bailing out GM, bailing out.
You remember that at 10? So here's the thing that people...
No, I don't remember what it was. I don't remember the details because I was a kid, but I remember things were different. The recession came out, Jeezy, the gas
You don't remember. So this is my argument. Most of the kids during that time remember it as being one of the greatest times. We had Call of Duty. Modern Warfare came out. I think it was Modern Warfare 2.
I get what you're saying, but
it was a great time.
Here's how much it permeated everything, bro.
Okay, I'm listening.
There's a map in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 called Bailout.
Yeah, I remember.
The DLCs were called Stimulus Package DLCs. It was a very much part of
And that's crazy. But as a kid, I was just like, oh, this is just cool. And then coming to find out 10 years later, my people could have been struggling. We're struggling because of this shit. People were losing everything because of this.
My dad told me a story, like, he had seen, like, I remember one time he rarely gives, like, money to people on the side of the road there, like, panhandling or whatever.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do it. But he said, around that time, we was driving. I don't think I was in the car. He was with somebody else. And he said he saw a dude with a fucking suit and tie on doing that shit. And he had to give him something, bro.
Damn.
He had his family with him and all that.
Damn.
The guy had his family with him and all that. He'd give him something. Like, for real, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, people went from, like, these mortgage lenders went from, like, multi-millionaires to destitute, like, in a few months because of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, so I grew up in that. I grew up, like I said, I started college 2016. So I saw, like, social media go from, like, oh, it's fun to post Instagram sometimes, or Facebook is fun sometimes. I remember, like, Facebook just being like,
yeah,
poke niggas and play the farm game, like,
yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it goes to Instagram, it goes from posting random pictures to, like, it's your entire lifestyle and everything.
Yeah.
And Twitter goes from just, like, Twitter's kind of weird, I don't know what that's about, to
how do you feel about seeing that shift from what Instagram, Facebook, social media was to where it is now?
Shit, definitely jarring when you think about it now.
Is it?
Because it went from, like, a hobby to talk to your friends when you get out of school to, like, it's half of your life, or for some people all their life, because they make money on it and stuff now. It's such a big part of society now that you really can't even imagine society without it. Like, if you really sat down and thought about how the world would be if it just stopped tomorrow, you really can't even imagine it. Because social media encompasses, like, what? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, which I don't use anymore. I don't know who uses that shit anymore. But YouTube counts under social media, all that stuff. So it's like, damn, LinkedIn, worst app of all time.
Yeah, horrible.
LinkedIn sucks.
Horrible.
I watched, like, the Tumblr.
I remember
Tumblr would go away.
Yeah, right?
It's gone. Saw Vine come and go. So you saw crazy. People go from...
Vine was so influential.
It
was insane,
they didn't know what they had.
They didn't know what they had. And everybody's stealing the stuff from Vine and implementing it into this stuff now.
Blame for a lot of the shit we got dealing with now, TikTok and all that, because that short attention span stuff started there. And it really did. Like, I don't know if they know what they had. They didn't know what they had.
They didn't.
They didn't know what they... What was Snapchat?
What was it? 6 seconds?
6 seconds. It was 6 seconds.
You remember when, I think it was King Batch dropped the first one that was, like, over 6 seconds?
Hey, King Batch.
Why?
I can't say the word yet. Are we 2 minutes in? Oh, yeah, he's a raccoon, so...
Yeah, we're waiting.
So, a lot of his content was like watermelon and Jordans.
Yeah.
Fried chicken stuff.
I know what you're saying, bro. I hate when there's content like that, but it pays the bills, man.
He in movies now, so I guess he's doing...
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't agree with that content, if I'm being completely honest. That is definitely content.
So we saw, like, all of this stuff. I grew up in the same time I grew up watching kids say they want to be astronauts or whatever. Doctors didn't grow up to being, they want to be YouTubers. I watched it all happen. I watched people go from Disney Channel to multimillionaires on YouTube. I watched people post videos from their fucking smelly basement and become rich over it. I've seen it all. So it's like, yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And how many World War III scares we had in our life?
Too many to count now. Shit, we in one right now.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I guess the thing we're talking about, just the millennial crazy life that we titled it. You know what I'm saying? We've been through so much stuff in a short amount of time. What would we say it was we had like 20 once in a lifetime experiences?
Yeah, think, like, the millennial timeline and Gen Z timeline starts in 81 till now. That's only, what, 40 years or so?
Yeah,
So, yeah, you're not... In 40 years, you're seeing so much shit happen. 2 economic recessions, because we're in one right now. I mean, you have the global pandemic, you have all these wars, you have tons and tons of social unrest, you have these social movements, you have the protests here and there, all this stuff going on. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. The technology rapidly advanced, faster than any other time in history, in my opinion. I don't think there's never been a time in history where technology, let's say on like every 5-year scale, is like unrecognizable from the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, the iPhone came on, what, 06 or 07 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
By 2012, it's like everybody has one.
Yeah.
After that is what, 2017 is nothing. It's whatever. Then by now, it's just AI, whatever else. So it's like, you know, it's crazy.
And then not only that, They hold the least amount of wealth out of all the previous generations. Job stability is all-time low, and the competition is way higher. They're fighting for not even with just other millennials. The people ahead of them are still in the job market too because the economy's so messed up, and all they can keep saying is that we need to sack up, pretty much. And
start buying Starbucks.
Yeah, like, bro, like that's like the worst advice you could give somebody right now. And I feel like I don't know. Is that disingenuous? Like,
it is disingenuous.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
a lot of those people either have no touch of reality. Like, if you ask somebody who's really wealthy, like, how much does bread cost, and they don't know.
Yeah.
Or they're just like, it's just like they're incapable. I think a lot of boomers or people that are older are incapable of seeing things outside of their own lens of reference. So they don't understand. Like, the world has changed. I mean, just give a quick example before we watch the video of how how wages have not changed. And I watched a video of a guy. He had a Rolex Daytona he bought in the 60s. He bought it to an auction to sell it because he was like, I don't need it. I want to sell it. I think it was off like $400K for it because it's a rare watch. It's a Daytona. It's from the 60s. It had the papers, all that. It was pristine. He wore it a few times. He said he bought it off 1 month's salary in the military.
What?
1 month serving in Vietnam, he bought it.
Are you serious?
He spent like a couple $100, $600 for it, something like that. Now, here's how messed up stuff is now, though, because even if you do for inflation, the watch will only cost a few grand today. But they don't. The Daytona could easily range you, I think minimum for them you're paying $75K or more, $100K for more than that. So like, inflation is rising. Wages have not really risen with them at the same rate.
Yeah, at the same rate.
And rents skyrocketed. Wages have not gone with them at all. So it's rough, man. And you got to blame boomers for it.
We got to blame them? They to blame? Like, for real?
Was genuinely, for a lot of reasons, easier. I'm going to be honest. But
they would argue they're going to,
but the people they put in power sacrificed the long-term future for everybody else for the economic prosperity of now. The people that are born, like, think about all the boomers that are around today, right? Donald Trump, he was born in 46. He's a literal baby boomer. He was born in the first year of that shit. George Bush, all these presidents, whatever else. All the people you're looking at that are in power that are doing these bad things, most of them are baby boomers. I mean. So it's like, not saying that you're inherently bad if you're older than me, obviously not, but like, the whole idea of this whole like trickle down economy and all this stuff is just work really hard and you'll make it because that's the righteous thing to do. It's virtue and working hard. In reality, it was a mythos put in place so that they could have you busting your ass while they transferring the wealth from the bottom to the top and not trickling down nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's play the video, man. But yeah, man, this is crazy, man. I don't know who to blame and what to do. Let's see what they talking about.
Let's blame all these people that are older. They screwed us.
Yeah.
My favorite part about 2026 is that we're just doing a complete 180 because a lot of us graduated into the financial crisis, finally became, financially independent right in time for a global pandemic. Our highest earning years have now been completely disrupted by AI, where they're replacing like half the jobs that we spent a decade learning. We've tried to buy houses during a never-ending housing crisis and basically watched the entire world go from landlines to carrying a 7-inch supercomputer in our pocket that basically lets us do anything 24 hours a day. But the funny part is that back in 2019, really all we wanted was convenience, like faster apps, more do-it-yourself stuff, work from anywhere, everything kind of on demand. And now in 2026, the reason why we're doing a 180 is because I think half of us would gladly trade all of it for a quiet job as a park ranger that has a flip phone and you live in a town where the bakery knows your name. Just where I'm getting at. We're not lazy. We just have lived through 5 once-in-a-lifetime events before we could have a midlife crisis.
Is that what you want to do? Be a happy life, being a ranger in a park with a flip phone?
Hell no. But I think a simple life is more like what people crave now. I think, because you got to think like, the people who grew up in the 90s, right? The 90s was a decade of like endless optimism, right? The 90s began with the Soviet Union collapsing. So the final adversary of the U.S. is vanquished. The U.S. stands alone as the superpower in the world, right? You have this aura of like economic prosperity, technology is advancing, but not too crazy, CDs, whatever else. You have like the music, you have people, and the movies. You have racism is sort of to some people seemingly going away finally. You have like this whole journey to the new millennium, the year 2000 is a fresh start. We're here. America's the superpower. There's no one in front of us, no one behind us. We have it all together. We're gonna usher in a new path of world peace for everyone. And everyone's gonna be great. They're gonna make good money. We're all gonna be fine. College is now becoming a little bit more like affordable. People understand it. It's becoming a part of life. People are now aspiring to be greater. You know, they want to be white collar workers. They want to make a lot of money. They want to be living penthouse life in New York and all this stuff. And then immediately into 2000, we have 9/11 happen, and it's like, oh, okay. Actually, never mind.
Yeah.
You start to peel back the layers of the U.S. and how we got here. It was on the backs of a lot of people who are now trying to get their revenge on us, you know. And then it slips away because people start to realize, like, oh, well, this American dream we try to fight for and we want it so bad, and it's seemingly here for us. It's not really a thing. Like we work our asses off, and the money just goes up and up, and we never really reap our benefits of it.
Was it ever a thing, or
no?
No. So they always lie to us.
Yeah, of course.
Damn.
Do you really think that just working hard and being a good person will get you far in life?
Yeah.
It might get you somewhere. It probably had you better off than like a peasant in medieval times, but the whole mythos of like anybody can go from poor to rich in the U.S.
I think anybody can.
Theoretically, on paper.
I think anybody could.
On paper.
I'm not saying that it wouldn't. It's going to be. I'm not saying it wouldn't be hard or difficult for some person versus easier for someone with more opportunities. That's not what I'm saying. So what are you saying?
Because it's not easy to go from something nothing to something anyway.
So what are you saying?
But the idea that just anybody can do it, just off the virtuous nature of hard labor, and the hard labor is it's patriotic in a way, to be American. You gotta work hard what you want. That's not how it works, and slowly but surely.
So what is it?
You have to either be extremely lucky.
Oh, I knew you was gonna say that shit.
Extremely lucky.
I'm listening.
That means you're either born with abnormal abilities to do something like sing, dance, paint. Even then, you got to be found, or athleticism, whatever else. Or you have to be born into wealth, or you have to just catch a lucky break in your path to building yourself up to being rich.
So you think it's all luck?
I think it's more than we want to admit. I don't think it's all luck. It's always hard work involved with something. But I think.
But you just said it wasn't hard work.
No. I said the idea that solely working hard.
I'm being an ass.
It's not going to work.
I got you.
The idea of solely working hard.
I'm with you.
Can get you from here to here. It's not going to work. And even if it does get you from here to here, the people that's already here, that's been here, old money-wise, ain't going to fuck with you when you get there. So it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, like, people start to realize that dream being sold to them is not real. And 2008 shows it in the biggest, clearest way, because the people who caused this economic downturn, you know, the firms who agreed to these subprime loans and all that stuff, face no punishment. In reality, they got bailed out for it. The government bailed them out, gave them money. While you're struggling, your business goes under, you can't afford your mortgage anymore.
Yeah.
It went from affordable to 10 times the price out of nowhere. You lost your house. The people who caused it, the people who laid you off or whatever else, the government gave them billions of dollars to keep it going.
To bail them out, yeah.
To bail them out with every situation that they put themselves in because of their own greed. And we're seeing it happening in now. We're going to see it happening again soon, I think, with the bubble for this AI
Oh,
stuff.
fuck yeah.
Like, you see OpenAI just closed down Sora, the video thing. So I feel like, you know, all else fake promises, under-delivering and over-promising is going to come back to bite them, just like it did with the mortgage and everything. It's another bubble, like, but that sort of like crushing weight of all this realizations on one person is difficult. And that's why people today feel so disenfranchised, and they don't feel like, what's the word? They don't feel attached to that whole idea of the American dream anymore. Because the boomers grew up and they watched it happen. They were in the 50s and the 60s and 70s. They had this sort of era of like the boom, and they had like some stuff, but they didn't really care because their house was $20,000 and a pack of cigarettes, and it was good to go.
Yeah.
And you could go walk into the office, get a loan no matter what, no matter who you are. You know, you could just go meet the CEO, shake his hand, get a job. You know, like it wasn't really like a big deal. Like it was different. Were people's lives hard? People's lives are always hard.
Always hard, yeah.
But the powers that be had to have a death grip on the people today. I think it's kind of how it is because of the sort of push for that neoliberal idea of free market and let the corporations handle their business and do how they want to do it, because the idea is that, because they're rich and they have the wealth, they are more virtuous than me or you. They're righteous. They'll do the right thing at the end of the day. And they don't.
All right, so I know
a lot of talking right now, but...
No, you're good. You're good. I'm not going to pick it apart per se. I do have to say one thing, though.
Sorry, man.
No, you good. I do have one thing to say, though. I'm not trying to pick your stuff apart, but I do have one thing. I do think at one point there was an American dream. And it's not that everybody would be rich. That's not what I'm saying it would be. It was the idea that you could have your own house, your own family that you'd be able to support without having any type of worries.
So the difference...
And I feel like that was a possibility for most people back then. Yeah. Now... they're making it very hard. They're making it for only a select group of people are able to have that same opportunity that we had.
There's no
almost 20 years ago.
Profitability is capped when you allow everyone to get a piece of the pie they deserve to get. Like the idea that you could at one point in your life have a job that's a stable career, that you can work there for 30 years, 50 years, and you can pay off a whole mortgage and have a home and everything, and you can support a family of 4 or 5, whether you have a car or 2, you have a house, you have vacations every year, everything is good and stuff. That doesn't make a lot of money for the corporate powers and the people that want to... It doesn't. The money comes from squeezing everything out of the orange, not cut the orange in half to just here and there, you know what I'm saying?
So they just got even more greedy out of nowhere?
Neoliberalism, yeah, it's the whole idea. Like, there were safeguards in place that made corporations and made companies do the right thing by their workers more often than not. There were things in place that were there for that. Benefits, all benefits, the livable wage, scaling your wage with inflation, stuff like that was in place. But once you take away the regulations and you let the corporations decide, they're not going to decide the best thing for people. They're going to decide the best thing for their pockets. That's why you have people outsourcing work to overseas. You have factories leaving here and going to Mexico or wherever else to build cars or the steel work or concrete work, all that stuff that's
cheaper.
Stuff that built entire cities. Detroit built on the back of car manufacturing. Baltimore built on the back of steel and port work. That stuff got outsourced, took out of our communities, black and white, and it was sent overseas or to other countries or where it was cheaper, and those people had to suffer for it. And then I also think a big part of it too is, like you said earlier, the dream was not to be rich. I think the dream became to be rich because of America's obscene wealth, and our wealth just like boomed from the 80s onwards, where it's like now it's not just about doing well, it's about doing the best, it's about being rich, being that 1% of people. So then once you get everybody on this in their mindset that they can, I'll just work hard. I mean, if I just work hard and do what the rich guy says, I'll be like him one day. And that's all he wants you to do now, because now you're just gonna do whatever the hell you say, because you're you fiending for it, you thirsty. Like, you don't even know that he was born into that shit. He never had to work hard for it anyway. Yeah. Or he got a lucky ass break because he knew somebody who knew somebody or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Or so it is what it is. And now here we are. So you're right. It wasn't always to be rich. It was just to have your own. Be independent enough and have enough money to take your kids to the beach or Disney World or something once in a while.
Once, twice a year. You could
pay for their school, and you could do whatever you got to do for your family. You had 2 reliable vehicles or 1 reliable vehicle in the house, and everybody was good. I could stay home and work. And
take your house.
And that was good enough. But then it shifted to, like, we're doing good, but I want to be rich. I see rich people all the time. Like, they didn't start putting rich people on TV until the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about, like, what's the show called? Like, the older one, before all that shit. Was it the
Twilight Zone?
No, like a rich. Shut up. It was like the something of rich people, like Life and something.
I know what you're talking about.
Show.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like one of the first of those type of shows where it exposed the average household to what the wealthy live like.
Yeah, like it's like Baddies or something, right?
Same. The DNA's there.
Yeah, I got you. So we brought up talking about the corporations, the people getting greedier and stuff like that. Do you feel like they pay people just enough to remain complacent or compliant?
Yeah.
You think so?
If the average person actually knew, like, how underpaid they are.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Because, like, here's an example of, like, how you could look at it, right?
Go ahead.
Let's say you're a game developer, right? The CEO of the game developer company probably makes $50 million a fucking year or something like that. Like, he probably gets a salary of $30 million and then 30 more million off of, like, the microtransaction bonuses or the
bonuses, stocks, exactly. Company, all that stuff.
All he's doing, I'm not saying his days ain't long, But all he's doing is what? Meetings and phone calls? And
Bro, nah, bro. You got... Come on. Let's cut the CEO a little more slack. That's a very difficult job. Not anybody.
You have to manage thousands of people. I understand it's difficult.
Yeah, and making very important decisions for the company that could set it back late.
Send an email out. We're going to put this in the game now. The person who has the code and developed the software to put that shit in the game that he agreed on being there, he's making probably what, 70K? 65, 70K? If he 100K, if he works somewhere decent, he's an upper man.
You're not lying about that, though.
Why? If the average person knew there was a fucking like 100x gap between their boss's salary and theirs, they would have a fucking problem. Because how hard they work.
Do you think they would have a problem? I think people kind of intuitively know that. Right?
But the problem is, they might, but they associate the motherfucker making more money as them being smarter, better, or more worthy of it than you. And most times it's not the case.
It's not, bro, at all.
A lot of times that nigga daddy getting that job. His daddy was the one that was worked for it. Yeah. His daddy getting the job, now he's the CEO because his daddy said, nah, dad, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Or like, it's just how it is.
Is that nepotism?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
For sure.
Yeah, learning new words, you got, you know.
Come on with nepotism, man. It's wrong when we do it, but it's...
Yes, probably,
LeBron passed that. LeBron is a problem. You're mad at him, but okay, but...
Hell yeah.
All right, man. Your landlord's son about to take over your rent soon and fuck your whole shit up.
So I guess Josh Johnson in the clip that we have coming up, he suggests that people are paid just enough to remain compliant. And I kind of agree with that, but let's see what he talking about in the video.
You don't get paid to do your job. You get paid not to riot. They pay you just before riot.
Yes, but
if they paid you any less, you'd riot, and they know that. So they're like, because you got to remember, especially in the U.S., we did have slavery, and they've slowly been trying to get back. As soon as they lost it, they were like, that was some good stuff. That's crazy. It's like having antimonium in Black Panther. Yeah. And so it's like, imagine they took all of it away. You got to use regular metal now, and you're like, guys, I'm getting shot. Like this is bad. It's getting
the metal in Wakanda is vibranium.
That's what it is.
Adamantium was man-made.
Oh, okay.
That's what Wolverine's claws made.
That's what. Yeah.
Vibranium is.
Yep. Vibranium.
Yeah. Captain America shield. Whatever, man. That kind of annoyed me, but it's all right. Let's go with what you think first, man.
I think what really hit on me is when he brought up the slavery part. I know, like, they were like, you know, let's get rid of this. And they were like, oh my goodness, we got rid of the best thing that we had here. So now they're trying to get back to the closest thing they can get to slavery without calling it slavery. You know what I'm saying? Giving people people just being way underpaid, overworked, stressed, all that stuff. And it's literally there. And I really do agree that they pay people just enough for them not to riot, or just not enough to try and make to overthrow or do anything crazy. Let
me think this through.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. And they also know that the inequality creates tension, so they got to make sure that the inequality they do have makes it seem that it's comparable.
And that ties back to like the way the U.S. has been structured, the comforts we have been afforded in this country make that shit acceptable. Like, don't get me wrong, the reason I talk about America all the time and I criticize it because I like it. it. So I have the right to talk about it because I want it to be better. The comforts that our salary gives you compared to the comforts it would give you in a third world country. Well, I mean, compared to how people live day to day in these third world countries, it's night and day. So you kind of, in a way, you're kind of subconsciously or maybe consciously feel like, well, I can't complain too much. I mean, I don't live in a civil war. I don't live in Yemen or something like that. I don't live somewhere horrible where the government collapsed and it's anarchy and shit in the streets. But at the same time, it's like you live in a country where we can spend billions a day on a war. They'll go on TV and say, yeah, we have these F-35 jets. They cost $500 billion to develop, and each jet costs $1 billion to fly around. And it's like, but there are motherfuckers in the streets starving in the same country that produces these gigantic ass aircraft carriers and shit like that.
I got a better one. Or we live in a country that we're afraid to go to a hospital because we're gonna get a $10,000
bill.
Yeah, we're afraid to get a $10,000 bill just to walk in there.
The average salary in the U.S. as of now is roughly
40. I'm guessing 40.
$65,000.
Really, it went up? That's good.
And that range 65 to 71. I'm gonna tell you why it's not good.
And I'm not saying.
I'll tell you why it's not good though, because you know how averages work, right?
Yes, I know exactly.
That shit's being carried
by the people,
by the wealthiest 1% so much that if that nigga disappeared, that should probably drop to fucking 40 or 30, maybe 20. You know what I'm saying? Like that's no good, bro. $55K a year, right? The average house costs what? The average house now, minimum now, what is? The shittiest house, $250K.
Bro,
like, right?
They're pricing people out of being able to have a home.
The shittiest house is $250K.
You know what's crazy? I had a video, we should have put this one in there. They said, we've said it before, you will own nothing and you will be happy about it. You will be okay with it. And that's literally what is happening. They're pricing people out of getting home.
You know how fucking insane you have to, like how much psyop work you got to put in to convince motherfuckers that renting their house and just being a renter forever is all right?
You see what
you tell me I'm about to spend every month thousands of dollars on this house and I'm never going to own this motherfucker?
That's what I'm saying.
It's never going to be mine?
That's what I'm saying.
Or this apartment or this condo is never going to be mine ever?
You see what they doing in the city? A bunch of apartments, small as apartments slash, they try to call them condos. Yeah, luxury condos. Small, like you can barely live in there. They're building hundreds of them in the city.
In place of homes. Yeah.
In place of homes. And when they do get land for homes, they're doing townhomes to fit more people in. And a lot of those people are renting those out. They don't even own those. And on top of it, you don't get land. No, you see how much they're dicking us right now?
How much shit changes, right? In the 90s, you had roommate niggas that you gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't think you gay, bro. Why you got a roommate? What's going on with that? But now it's like, oh, I understand. You should probably get 2 more.
You should probably get 3 more.
I get 3 more.
Yeah. Shit. But that really just shows where we're at right now, bro. They're really dicking us right now.
Yeah, man. And it's like, if people really understood, like truly understood the wealth gap and how 1% of the people own, like, what is it? 1% owns approximately, I found it just now. 1% owns 30% of all wealth in the country. The numbers don't sound, numbers don't sound crazy, 30%, whatever. 30% of 330 million people's wealth. The country produces GDP is what? How many trillions of dollars?
Yeah.
So 1% of people own trillions of dollars between themselves.
That's insane.
1% of 330 million is what? A couple million people, right?
Something 3 million.
Yeah, something like that.
You said 1 million, right? I mean 1%?
1%, 330 million. Yeah, so it's a couple million people. Less people than live in New York City. You know what I'm saying? Less people live in most cities in the country, right?
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's nuts, bro.
So what can we do to get back our independence and actually start to own something? What can we do, or what do you think?
Stop buying into this shit. I know it's hard because it's your livelihood, everything. You gotta stop buying into that shit.
I don't know if we can, bro. I feel like we too deep into it.
You have an honest answer of what people should do? To be honest, I'm so dead ass.
Go ahead.
I mean
don't get us clapped.
And I mean this shit because if it's not gonna be violence and stuff to get what you deserve, you need to just leave. I'm talking about do what they say, cut all your spending off, whatever. Pay just enough to keep your house over your head and keep yourself fed. Cut out all that shit. Save up enough money and just move to another country, bro. You can go live in fucking Thailand or Vietnam or something. Get a similar job, and the money you have saved would carry you for months until you figure out what you want to do while you're there. And I know it sounds so scary and crazy because far away is different and everything, and it's not really reasonable or feasible to do for most people. But that's, to me, I'm running out of options, bro. Because
you know what's crazy?
The old school shit was like.
What made you think that?
You want to be honest?
Sure.
I keep seeing people online.
I knew you, bro. That's propaganda, bro. I really think that's why I asked. I think it's propaganda.
If I was in another country, right, that hates America, and I wanted to be weaker and weaker, and I know that the people in America are not happy being there, yeah, come on over. You make how much you make a month? That get you a penthouse suite up here.
Yeah.
Like, you good, don't worry.
Yeah.
One of your dollars is $100, I'm good.
But I think if our government and our country wasn't in on it, they would block that type of content from being shown.
How do they benefit?
Who?
The U.S. government from that.
See, so I'm not gonna lie, I haven't fully thought that through, but maybe they get a certain group of people out of there so they can control the people who stay or can't leave even more.
fact they already have control of everything.
But I'm just saying, then they really get them out. Them niggas, then the people that stay, they can't do shit at that point.
So much control. Anyway, it's like surveillance is crazy. Everything is surveyed. Everything is watched. Plus, like, when you're poor, it's hard as hell to not be poor because everything costs so much more when you're poor, bro. Like, if you're broke, you have more bills than when you're rich. Like, you have to pay for so much shit, and so much shit, like, hurts you being broke. Nigga, if you broke and, like, you can't afford to put tags in your car, you get a ticket for that shit.
Yeah.
You get a ticket to take your car away. You got to pay the car to get the car out of the damn thing. That's just one example of, like, or like we talked about earlier, if you get hurt, the ambulance, $3,000 a bill for the bill, apparently, something like that. I never been to an ambulance because if I ever got hurt like that, take me to the hospital. We ain't doing that. Don't call the ambulance. Shit like that, like, it costs so much to be poor. So it's like, what the fuck? And then you're poor, you only get, like, bad food. So you eat bad food, and then you got to go to the doctor more because you're sick more.
Yeah.
Your teeth falling out because you have fucking candy and sugary soda and shit around you all the time. And you get cavities and shit. The dentist costs, who knows, $1 million, nigga, when you fucking get a teeth pulled, basically. Yeah. Like, you never know what the fuck gonna hand you the end of that shit. So it's like, what can you do?
I really wish we had someone else in the whip for this one. I just wanted to get someone else's experience, you know, like.
Do you remember you seen Hangover 2?
Yeah.
When
I'm pretty sure.
The dude got shot.
I think I've seen all of them.
And he got shot. He was like, he went to the doctor. And the shit was $6 to get fixed because he's in Bangkok. That's a real thing.
For real?
Yes.
$6 is insane.
You're paying minimum amount of money. You're guaranteed to be treated in these other countries, but universal health care, bro. And it's a shame because the U.S. can afford all of these things.
Yeah.
Individuals in the country can afford to pay for all this shit. One, Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos could afford to pay for this shit. And it wouldn't be able to help their back. They're just not going to do it, though, because they're greedy.
Yeah.
And they're going to put you in a position where instead of me paying for you to get this shit, I'm going to offer it through benefits of Amazon or something, and you work here for me, and now you're good. Now I'm making more money. You making a little chump change compared to me, but it's all right. And you get your benefits that I might not approve when the time comes.
So what is it like, what is life like being in your 20s? For the average 20-year-old? For the average 20-year-old, yeah. It sucks?
I think it's bad.
Damn.
I think it's like, we have probably, I think like, in terms of like generations before and after us, like I said, like if you're a millennial, you're probably 20 in the 90s or early 2000s, where there's still that general optimism of stuff, of everything going on. 2000s less so because of the wars and things going on.
Yeah.
But 90s for sure. So I think like there's a reason that today we see more and more mental health awareness stuff because people are just worse off mentally than they were before. I think the people today mentally are probably comparable to people that like, grew up in the fucking like Victorian age or some shit. I don't know, like Great Depression type of thing. Where it's like, there's not a lot of stuff to look forward to, honestly.
Yeah.
If you're 20, in your 20s right now.
Yeah.
Maybe your own personal goals and stuff like that. But like even then, it's like the grand scheme of things. We all feel as though the world's gonna end soon. Global warming is like on a roller coaster ride. It's out of control. We have so many wars. We have so many fears of. Every time a war happens, what do people on Twitter say? Damn, draft coming. Y'all better get drafted. Like, it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? But
hold up. That's news though. They increased the what's it called?
The enlistment age is 42 now.
Yeah. Just wanted to throw it out there.
That's fucking crazy.
That's insane.
The age cutoff for most of the shit is like 40, but like 42. You can now be. I think it was about 37 before, or something like that.
What does that mean? What does this increase mean? What does it say? That's what I'm saying.
I think it goes hand in hand with. Have you seen a lot of this? A lot of these ads or like these little TikTok videos, whatever, like black soldiers, and it's like, I bought a house, my G.
Yeah. You think that's what it is?
How many niggas y'all know, or SAs y'all know, or any race people y'all know? They got nothing going on in their life. They late 20s, 30 something. They like, I ain't got shit going on, but I might as well enlist.
Yeah.
That's what it's going towards. You get the benefit. How you think ICE got everybody to sign up for ICE? That fake ass 50K bonus? Same shit, the same playbook. Plus they need people because if you ask me, I don't know this to be true, but you're aware that they are hiding the numbers of casualties right now for U.S. soldiers in Iran. They're hiding all that stuff. They're hiding the coffins. They're not showing the coffins being returned back like they normally do on the planes. That they're hiding the numbers. I think numbers are higher than they're saying. So they probably need people to go over there. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
But I think when you have a country, first of all, a sign of economic, like bad economy is an increase in military enlistment, because it's a sort of like people in the military, what they always say, the benefits, man. I just didn't know what I want to do in my life. I just want to travel the world.
Same thing.
I want to travel the world, which to me means I want to travel, but I have no way to know how to afford to do it. So I'm going to do it with the military. And it's fucking horrible and it's predatory because you're sending people into the meat grinder. And it is a meat grinder. I don't care what movies you've seen. Like, I love war movies. I love real war movies. I don't watch ones that like glorifying and shit. So you watch these movies and it's like, yeah, why the fuck would you ever do this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I watched a movie recently called like Brothers with Tobey Maguire, Jake Gyllenhaal. It's about PTSD. The dude comes home. He gets captured in fucking Afghanistan and has to do some wild ass shit to get out, basically. As a POW. He has to kill his fellow soldier, basically. They make him do it while he's there, getting tortured. He comes home and he's got so much PTSD, he basically destroys his fucking family. He speed runs, destroying his family. They thought he was dead. So he comes home and he's alive all of a sudden. His fucking daughter hate him. Shout out to that. I don't know the little girl's name in that movie, the actor. She's great, because I fucking hate her little ass. But her daughter hates him. I wish Uncle whatever was still here when he was our dad, because you're horrible. It's like
that's how you know that was a good actor. You still hate him.
I still hate that little girl.
Still hate him years later or whatever.
And it's like, why would you ever sign up for this shit? And I know that, and like,
okay,
I have military family members. Like, I have a family member who served in World War II, the Korean War. Rest in peace to both of those men. They didn't die in war, but they died later on. I think Uncle Dave also served in Vietnam. Like, you know, like, it's in my family. Like, and there's a sort of honorable nature to it, but you have to recognize that you are serving the interests of the elite and you're going into the meat grinder. And they want people who are down in their luck. Because think about it. Either way, they win, right? Because either way, right? If you're a nigga with nothing going on in your life, what's going to happen to you? Either two things happen, right? You're either going to go to jail. No, three things. You jail, die, or you join the military, some shit.
Yeah.
3 wins, right? They get paid when you're in jail by the day because it's a private prison. Or you go to the military and war profiteers make money anyway because war is profitable as hell.
War is very
profitable. Or you die and take your organs. So it's like,
yeah.
So win-win, bro. We don't lose here. That's why they increased the age to 42. What 42-year-old nigga that ain't in shape gonna go to the military and really do shit? You know what I'm
yeah.
But fuck it.
Yeah.
Get in shape enough and go out there. See what happens. You know?
Yeah. Man, 20-year-olds got it rough, man.
You ever considered the military yourself?
No.
I never did. Why was your reason not to? You just didn't want to?
If I'm being honest, I didn't like the idea of someone telling me what to do.
I'm deeper than that.
What was it?
I'm black, man.
I knew you was gonna say that shit.
Why would I serve a nation that
oh my gosh, bro. Play the video.
That's facts.
Play the video. Let me know what y'all feel about what Quell said.
Why would I serve a nation that don't serve me, man?
Yeah.
They don't care about me. What am I gonna do for them?
Maybe they do care about you in a, weird kind of way.
An ironic way?
Yeah.
How are y'all going to tell us that our 20s are our prime time, our prime years, and we should live them up because you're never going to get your 20s back again? But then when we complain about the economic state of the world and how we aren't really able to live anything up because we can't afford anything, you guys call us, spoiled and lazy. God forbid I don't want to live with 30 roommates at 26. God forbid I want to just go traveling, seeing the world just once or twice, once a year. God forbid I don't want to live with my parents at 24. God forbid I want a job that pays me a livable wage. Back in my day, you were buying houses at like 24. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You just told us that our 20s are our 20s. It's the 20s. You're never going to get your 20s back. Those are your prime time. What about this is giving prime? I can't even get myself a prime ribeye. And you want to say that these are supposed to be our prime time? And then when we complain that our 20s are nothing but subprime, you guys then call us spoiled and lazy for just stating the obvious because God forbid we don't want to live with our parents and 30 roommates and not being able to afford anything in life? God forbid we just want one trip to Barcelona. Oh, no, you guys just want anything without hard work. You guys just want anything without hard work.
The thing I hate the most is when they say we don't want to struggle, we don't want to grind, we don't want to work hard. Trust me, a lot of us are working hard and we're still not getting anywhere. I remember, so I did a math.
Why is there virtue in the grind? Why is that a positive thing?
Why?
Why do people look at the grind and...
That's propaganda, bro.
That's like I said
That's
earlier,
definitely that's
brainwashed.
That's
That's
probably
cool. You're not supposed to grind yourself to death.
No, not with something that you're not passionate about. You know what I'm saying? If you're grinding, and I don't even think it's grinding if you're working on something that you're truly passionate about. Like when you're truly passionate about something, it won't even feel like work because you're enjoying your time. Like I know that sounds so cliche, but low key, you know, like dead ass. You know, when you're actually having fun, time be flying when you're doing something you enjoy. You're like, damn, I ran out of fucking time. You know what I'm saying? But I hate the idea that, you know, when older generations tell the younger kids or just the younger generation, oh, you don't want to work hard enough, you just want everything handed to you. That's a little bit true, but at the same time, no, it's way harder. Like we were saying earlier, it's harder to get a house. It's harder to find a job. That's all we really want. We really want to just find a good paying job that gave us the things that you guys had in the past. Like you were saying, take those 2 trips a year, be able to raise a family, have a family, not have to worry. So my wife can stay home and take care of the house, make sure we good. And even if she wants to work, she can work, but she don't need to.
That's why I said their life was easier. Because they had a bevy of options.
Yeah.
And they could fail at something spectacular. They could fail spectacularly at something.
You're choosing.
And now, okay, well, I couldn't start my own business. I'll go to college then.
Yeah.
And their college could be paid for with a summer job. Literally, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas were, I remember people talking about it like in interviews or online. Or I've seen like pictures of like the old like tuition bills for colleges back in the day. Like people were paying a whole semester $1,000, $2,000. That's one class a day.
I remember in the finance class I took, the problem was, it was a math problem, finance problem, and it said a mom or a parent was talking about comparing her wage and her daughter's age when they were around the same age, right? So when the parent was working, she was making $30,000 a year, right? And she was like, oh, but my daughter at my age, when I was her age, she made $60,000. She's making way more than I am. But they're not
buying power at the same.
Smart guy. The buying power, the increase. When you put it with a 3.5% increase, the mother had a $20,000 increase of buying power that the daughter didn't have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So her 30K was more like 80K today. You know what I'm saying? So people don't think about that. The time on money.
They don't live in their own. They don't see things outside of their own lexicon of vision, like their own cone of vision of like how things are. Because like if you was making, let's say the mother was working in the 80s or 70s or 80s, and she's making $50K a year. She basically living a lifestyle of someone who's making $200K right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the math is exactly right, but it's damn close to that.
No, so basically, making $100K back then was, you were making $300K today. $300K, not $200K. You're making $300K.
$300,000.
That's insane. So
think about the lifestyle you could afford. Think about, watch this right now. If you're not making $300K right now, if you are watching this, come on the show, please. Please bring your car. I know it's nice.
Please.
But if you're not, think about, if you made $300K a year, what you could do, like what you could buy, what you could enjoy, how your house would be, whatever else. Think about that, right? And then that should put it in your mind of how they were living back then on the same job you're doing, same side, whatever. And the shit changes because like the powers that be realize like, oh, we can't pay these niggas all this money to live like they want to live. We gotta squeeze the profits out. So we're gonna raise everything else and keep them where they at. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to touch on that. We still, even knowing this, we still have this idea that we have to make $100K. You know, that was the big thing in the 80s, 90s, and you gotta make $100K. But now, knowing what we just told you, that $100K,
you really got like what, 70, 60 to buy with.
That's what I'm saying. You don't really have nothing. You gotta make $200K. Well, I don't know. I was arguing with someone about this like last year, 2 years ago. They were saying, "Oh, you only need 100." I'm like, no, because you're not thinking about the increase.
If you live below your means, I mean,
I know what you're saying.
In my opinion, if I work hard enough to get a job where I make $100K, I shouldn't have fucking penny pension.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I should have saved how I want and not fucking penny pension.
I'm not saying $100K is a bad, what's it called? You know, like a bad goal. You know, a bad salary and bad goal to have. But at the same time, that doesn't have.
No, be all.
Exactly. Especially when we're trying to compare it to what it used to be and the buying power that it used to have.
Let me tell you something. If you make $100K now and you hold that job down for 10 years, that shit gonna be, you gonna be looking at your checks in 10 years. Like,
what the fuck? Yeah, you can't do shit with that.
Because inflation ain't gonna stop on time.
That's what I'm saying. People be forgetting about the inflation and stuff.
That's why I said, like, back to what I said earlier about our lives being easier. If you were born as a boomer, right? You come of age in the 70s, 60s, 70s, right? Say you get drafted to Vietnam. Unfortunate. You make it through. You save your military salary. You could buy a fucking Rolex and a car and buy a fucking house. You can go walk downtown and get a job somewhere that pays enough your bills just fine. Or you could say, I'll go to college, actually. I'll try that out. And you could pay your tuition off of a fucking part-time job. And you have a degree now. And the degree, by the time you graduate in the mid-70s with a degree, you can do anything you want, basically. Mm-hmm. You get a high-paying job, corporate job, you buy a house, your house is paid off. And then by the time you're old, you work for what you have, but by the time you're old, you've generated exponential generational wealth without really thinking or trying too hard to do it. Because the house you bought for, what, 80 grand on the high end back then or something like that?
Yeah, on the high end.
60 grand is now 750 grand or $1 million, and you just sell it off, and you like.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And BlackRock come buy your house from me for $1 million. They probably get $1.5 million. You know what I'm saying, or some shit. You can negotiate, and then you walk away with it. You walk away, older person, but you're rich.
Man,
you never thought about getting rich. You just thought about living a good life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, imagine if you tried to get rich back then, and you turn out, you probably Jerry Jones buying damn Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because you just walk around and a nigga had an oil spill in his backyard. You bought that shit for $17 from him or something. I'm trolling, but you know.
I know what you mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like the economic structure of society and the society itself was structured and a lot more people friendly back then. And obviously there are ways it wasn't. Mm-hmm. And we know from so many documents from CIA, they were doing bad things to people back then and stuff like that. I mean, you know, the Cold War was bad and Vietnam was horrible. But I would argue that today, people today have grown up with two Vietnams, with Afghanistan and Iraq. Yeah. They're both, look at the difference, right? Look at the comparison of the wars, right? You're fighting these two wars. They're long, protracted wars, right? Because Vietnam was from 1 to like 75. Afghanistan was what? 03 to 01, 02, 03 to like 2019 or some shit? Yeah. We just left. Iraq, the same thing, was like late 90s all the way to like the late 2010s. Long, protracted wars that seemingly mean nothing. Nothing. End of the day, they're built on lies, because Iraq war was built on a lie. There was never no nukes there. And then this whole idea of chasing Osama bin Laden around Afghanistan through these caves, whatever. The niggas in Pakistan the whole time. And you're trying to quell the Al-Qaeda and terrorist cells from continuing to grow. Yeah. When in reality, you know, you're just creating more terrorists because you're killing people's fathers and sons and brothers and sisters and daughters and mothers. Mm-hmm. Wonder why people saying death to America, you killed their fucking family. Yeah. No wonder they said death to America, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fucking cycle, yeah.
And then you create, and then you're dropping off these kids, a lot of these people in these wars are 18 years old. They're dropped off in the middle of the desert where they're not familiar with the landscape, familiar with Vietnam, they know the jungle. You're going with an enemy who does know the landscape, an insurgent force, the Viet Cong and the Taliban in Afghanistan. Or you can say North Vietnamese army and an Iraq army, the Iraqi army. They know the terrain, they know the desert, they know the mountains, they know the caves. They know everything about what's going on. That's why you have people, there's always a joke of like, you see the military dude working out, like, he doing all this stuff to get killed by nigga with sandals on. Like, that's true. Like, you're getting killed by somebody with sandals probably in the middle of a fucking house sniping you because he knows what's going on.
Yeah, the landscape.
It's the same thing. And it's like, you have all these sort of tragedies and stuff, and yeah, I understand, but like, we're facing similar things, and we come home and the economy's fucking us the economy's doing us really bad. Here. So it's like, what do we even say? Yeah. And now with social media and the internet and everything else, we know how corrupt the government is. Like, it's not like a conspiracy theory thing. It's not like a thing you tell through music or whatever, like Fortunate Son or whatever, you know, in Vietnam War. Like, we can go online and read articles of people talking about how the government did this X, Y, Z to them, and like, this is corrupt and that's corrupt. Dick Cheney was having his own defense corporation get fucking government contracts to make a bunch of money on people's deaths. You know what I'm saying? Shit happened. It does happen today. So it's like, now we're so much more aware of how fucking like rough it is for us, how much the government doesn't like us. But yeah, of course we're gonna complain a lot. You know what I'm saying? I bet you didn't complain because shit was just cool. You was living in the land of bliss and prosperity, and we beat the Nazis, we're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So knowing all this, seeing all this, experiencing all this, I have a question for you. How often do you check on your friends and your people? Now, that's a legit question. Don't try and for the camera.
Not as often as I should.
I feel you. Same.
Not often, bro. Maybe like if I had to put a time frame on it, like a serious, deep conversation with my friends, like every few months or so, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why is that though?
Because I just feel like everybody's so accessible all the time. Like you're here, we play like the game, we're on the game talk to each other, or like social media, I see you on social media. Like we don't have to write letters and call. You don't gotta call nobody. You really don't.
You don't have to see anybody.
You don't gotta see nobody, yeah.
In person, yeah.
I fucking hate texting, I really do.
Yeah.
But I know why it's so convenient and how great it is. I fucking hate texting.
I hate it too.
It's so horrible. You don't know anybody through texting. And like that, but it's so easy to say, yo, you good? All right, cool. You said good. You good? We good then. Nigga could be.
That's not even a checkup.
That nigga could be in the middle of a field about to blow his brains out. You'll never know.
Yeah.
He said he good.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel you.
How about you?
I don't do it like nearly as much. I'm probably worse than you.
Don't check on me, so I know. I'm fuck with you.
I see you every freaking week, nigga. Nah, man. I definitely need to do it more. Like, if I'm being genuinely honest, not even just with my close immediate friends, people that I've known in the past that helped me out, people who just, you know what I'm saying, just checking on people like we kind of used to do back in the past, or at least I like to believe we did. I don't know, I wasn't there, but I assume we did a little bit more checking.
We talk all the time about. In the past, I will give this to the people, the boomers, everybody. Of course, the community was a lot stronger.
Oh, hell yeah.
Especially like our communities. Like, you know,
hell yeah, especially our communities, bro.
A lot stronger. People knew each other kids. People knew each other's like household.
You could leave your kids with your neighbor and not worry, bro. Like, that's a big deal.
Real.
Think about that shit now. Like, niggas barely do that. You know what I'm saying? You almost crazy if you do that.
Y'all know neighbors, but I don't know if I'm
hell no, nigga. We like.
Y'all probably wait.
Shout out my neighbors and shit. That's what I'm saying,
you don't
bro.
really trust them,
bro. It's the times have just changed, bro. You would assume that, you know what I'm saying, but the times have changed. You know, it's sad, but we need to. You need to check up on our people more, man. We like, I'm gonna throw this in there. It was kind of like a sad episode. We were talking about like a lot of the negatives and stuff. We wanted to be like, hey, through all this, make sure you checking on your people. You feel me?
Life is hard.
Yeah.
Especially for young people trying to find their way. I think life is always hard for people, trying to find their way, no matter what generation you're in. Yeah. Through everything I said today, don't get it twisted. Life is hard. I don't care if you're born in 1800 BC, 1800 AD, or you're born in 2026. Your life is going to be hard at some points, unless you're born to a rich family. Then you're probably fine. But for the most of us that aren't that, life's going to be hard for you at some point. You got to check on your people, man. Check on yourself, check on your friends and family, for real. I'm going to play this video for you in a second. Yeah. How you feel about Danny Brown? You a fan?
I had a Danny Brown phase.
I like him as a person more than his music, personally. His music is fucking annoying.
So I don't know him too much as a person. I listened to his music when he first came out a little bit, then fell off, and then didn't hear anything. But it seemed like he's looking good, man.
Sober.
Yeah, let's play this video.
Shout out Danny Brown, man.
Yeah.
I first found out about him, I think there's some game, I don't remember which one.
Yeah.
Probably GTA or some shit.
Somebody told me this too. They was like, man, people don't check on these people no more because they see them on social media. So let's just say you got a friend and y'all talk all the time, but you don't talk to him no more because you're like, oh, he good. I seen him yesterday. He was.
I sent him some reels, so it's totally fine.
Yeah, you said like, but y'all ain't talked.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But you see him every day, so you still think, but.
Weird outro, but shout out to him, I guess.
But he's right though. We see him, we send him reels all day, but we don't know if if that person's good. Hold up, shout out Danny Brown, man. He looking good sober, man. Like that nigga used to look crazy, bro.
No, for real.
He looked insane.
His teeth are like nuts.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He looked good, man. Shout out sobriety, man. That's good for him, man. But yeah, man, we really need to check on our people, man. We really need to check on them. Even just a quick call. I personally, let's try and get face-to-face if you can, like set up that little brunch date or whatever, but I know everybody's lives is crazy and stuff like that. But
we're all working 2 or 3 jobs and trying to struggle and get through.
That's what I'm saying. So make that call real quick, you know what I'm saying? If you at the least send that text. We don't like talk, like you said, we don't really like texting.
I hate texting.
But send that text, make that call, check up on that person. You never know what they're going through. You don't know how that slight text or call could make their life, their week. You know what I'm saying? You never know, bro. You never know, bro. And like I always say, we need to bring back community, bro. And it starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with you. It starts with all of us taking the time out of our day and making those changes.
Maybe those corny chicken.
Checking on your friends is corny?
A little bit.
That's corny now? What isn't corny? Everything fucking corny now.
I'm not saying like I agree with it.
Nah, everything fucking corny now, bro. Cause you're right. That shit is corny.
It's kind of corny.
That shit is corny, but damn, everything fucking... Nigga gonna the fuck, nigga?
Money, nigga.
Nigga, what the fuck, nigga? I'm good, nigga.
Some money, nigga. I'm good.
Like, you good, nigga?
Good.
What the fuck? I don't seem good, nigga. Like, what's up, man?
No,
you think you doing better than me, nigga? Like,
but that's what they want, man. They want us to be at each other necks, man.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
They want us to be unstable so we can be easily manipulated. Mm-hmm. Check on your friends, bro. We got to.
Yeah, man.
How was your sobriety journey going?
It's cool, man. Damn, you make it sound like I was a fucking addict, bro.
Just drinking.
And then I don't know, when you hear sobriety, you like, God damn, that nigga was going crazy. Nah, bro, I cut out like drinking, all that stuff. I just been like real locked in, doing a lot of running, drinking a lot of water. It's cool, man. It's been going good. It was hard at first, just being around, still being around people who did it. It kind of was like,
my bad.
What? No, sorry. No, it's cool, bro. Because I'm like a social drinker and stuff like that. So going out and see people to drink, you're like, damn. Like at first, I felt like I needed to be social. And after a while, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. Don't get me wrong, it's still hard. It's still tempting, especially when you've been doing it for so long.
Especially when the venue you go to doesn't have free water. It's $5 bottles of water.
$5. And they don't even have the fountain water with the little, you press the button. They charge
always DC, man.
Man, fuck DC, man. But yeah, man, it's going good, man. I suggest for everybody at least give it a try. I'm not saying cut all that shit out. I don't think anybody should cut it out if they don't fully want to. But give drinking a little bit extra water.
So you're doing 90 days.
Yeah, I guess you can call it. I didn't call it like that. I just told myself I'm gonna do it for 3 months and then see how I feel.
That's 90 days.
I know, I know, but I'm doing a 90-day whatever. I'm like, I didn't think about it like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was just like,
it's probably for the best if you didn't take it too focus on the time, because you probably would have failed.
Yeah.
You did it casually, passively, it'd be probably people.
Yeah, like I said, it was hard at the beginning, but it's a lot easier now. Still difficult, still think about it, like I said, when I'm out, but it's gotten a lot better. And I feel a lot better.
Physically, you feel a lot better? More energy?
More than anything mentally, big bro.
Okay, less cloudy.
I'm on a lot, nigga, you can tell the difference from when you're been drinking and doing whatever, just living not good and then living like this. Life a lot clearer.
You're like sharper,
clear, like shit look different. I'm like, God damn it, this is what shit look like. I know that sound crazy for some people. Try it. Like if you've been drinking or you're a smoker or whatever your vice is, try cutting that shit out and see how the world looks after. You're really gonna notice the difference. What a lot of people do, or what has been suggested for some people, write it down, right? Like before you go on your journey, be like, how are you feeling? Write down how you're feeling, how everything looks. And then after those 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, however long your time is, or even during that time, consistently write how you feel that day or how everything you perceive stuff. You're going to see the difference, the growth, the transition. You know what I'm saying? I definitely did, and I still do. After this 90 days, am I going to keep it up? I don't know. We'll see, man, but it's cool, man.
I think you're probably going to end up keeping it up.
You think so?
I think you will. I think you're probably like...
I love your faith. I
honestly can see you being like, let's say 2 weeks from now, you're still doing it, even though it's past the 90 days. You're probably going to be faced with, we're going out or something, you go out, and you're like, I don't really see the point in getting anything. I'm just chill.
I love your confidence.
Probably still get a water or something.
Thank you, bro.
You've done it for 3 straight months. It's like you realize you don't need it.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing.
Anything to your life. So.
For me, that was the biggest thing. Realize I don't need this to be social.
Yeah.
That was the biggest realization for me. Because I kind of used it as a crutch. Like, you get there, you're, nervous. You don't know what's going on, especially if you're in a new venue and stuff like that. Yeah. Or you're talking to new people, you know what I'm saying? And even then, like I said, it was just because it was social. I was just there. So I felt like I had to do it. I felt like I had
Something about being around people with a drink in your hand. It feels good.
You feel normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of weird, a shorty come up asking you want a drink or whatever and tell her.
I don't drink. I'm a loser.
Yeah, that's what they look at you weird, bro. Even girls, guys, everybody.
I'm a nerd, actually. I don't drink.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they look like. What the fuck? Why are you here? you know what I'm saying? I mean, I like to socialize and talk to people. I can't have fun.
Yeah, I'm a wiener. Sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they think when I tell them that.
Fuck them.
But yeah, right. But it's cool, man. Would you consider doing it?
I have. I can see myself trying it. I think, unfortunately, in my life set up right now, I have a trip coming up next year. I have.
You can't do it on the trip, dummy? That means we need to wrap up soon, but go ahead. You can't do it on the trip.
Going up soon. probably multiple trips coming up soon.
Yeah.
Birthdays in the summertime.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me. But I'm going to consider trying. I'm going to think long and hard about trying that.
My biggest thing, bro, only do it when you're ready. I always tell people that, because if not, it's going to be 10 times harder and you're probably not going to stick with it. I'm not saying you can't, but when you're trying to force yourself to do something, I was thinking about it for a while. Okay. It wasn't just it had been like a month, 2 months before. I was thinking like,
I should probably stop this shit.
I should take a break. Like I just said, I was just like, well, not just said.
Was it like an event that happened, a catalyst to it?
No, the thought, the seed was planted in my head, and it just kept growing.
I knew that because I remember when we first started this, we were like doing it on Sundays, and we would often go out on Saturday, and we would be hungover coming in here.
Hell yeah!
If y'all can notice, I don't know if y'all did. So like,
I think we held it together pretty good.
Yeah, he was like, you really lose a lot of your time to yourself. Time to work on yourself. I
think that was the seed.
Just time to relax, because relaxing is ass when you don't feel good. So
hell yeah.
You can't just even relax because like you feel like you have a headache or you feel sluggish or whatever else. So yeah,
I think that was.
You want to go tonight? It's March 28th, so we got 3 more days.
Hell yeah. No, I think that was the seed. I just want to wrap this up. I think that was the seed. I realized I needed more time, and being hungover for a long time took up too much time. And then even
I don't know about y'all. I don't know how some of y'all do it. Where y'all be hungover as hell and still get up at 6, 7
and then go to work. They built different, bro.
I'm in a bitch.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of older people are like that.
Because the alcoholics, they were thinking
been doing this since they was 12.
They had no mental health help when they were in their boomer years, so they just grew up with alcoholism instead.
Yeah, a lot of them started drinking between 8 and 12.
Back my dad gave me beer at 12.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why you beat your wife? You probably should have gave you that. Like, that's why you have a liver problem now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's just not great. So
yeah, man.
I don't know how y'all do that, man. But hey, shout out to y'all who can. I can't.
Yeah, great episode today. Kind of want to get in touch on something a little serious and something that we experienced and we know a lot of you guys are experiencing. You know, a lot of you guys who are watching the podcast, and a lot of people that aren't watching the podcast. And if you know somebody who may be experiencing something like this or going through the troubles with being in their 20s and 30s in this time frame, this time period, and
you say like early 40s too.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Shit, anybody like that, and you think they would gain something from out of here, out of this conversation, send it to them, man. You think they would, like the conversation and enjoy our community that we're trying to grow here.
Like, share, subscribe, hit that hype button on YouTube too. It's definitely a usable thing.
Mm-hmm. Run it up.
We got some new ideas coming soon for content-wise.
Talk to him.
Share with my partner here soon. I'm gonna share it on camera with y'all this year. Just more stuff, more expanding into more things, more stuff like us separate and together too. Like,
damn, separate, bro? You're trying to get away from me? Oh.
I'll explain to you in the notes.
Oh.
Don't turn the fucking cameras off.
Go ahead, man. You already said like, comment, subscribe? You already said all that?
Subscribe, share, repost, hype on YouTube, all that stuff, Share it with somebody you might want to hear.
Tell them thank you.
And thank you.
Yeah, you got
we're at 300 some subs now on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Like I said, we went from 0 to 100 took a while. 100, 200 took
bro, we are growing fast.
100, 200 took a little bit less time. 200, 300 was nothing. That was like a month.
We're growing, bro. We're growing fast. You cross all Instagram. No, not Instagram. Well, Instagram's growing too. Instagram's the slowest one, but TikTok's growing too. TikTok's got some great numbers on there, yo.
So we'll blink. We'll be at probably soon for sub-wise YouTube 500, 1,000.
Soon.
We'll be up there
soon.
Next thing you'll know, we'll have a sponsor in the beginning. Or something like that.
You gotta do Blue Chew.
Or hey, the casino's called.
I was about to say, man, them sports gambling and shit.
Hey, decision, baby. Make decision. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
Mm-hmm. It could be like a juice or water. We'll put it like right here. The main camera. Put it right there. Shh, don't tell them right now, man. Shh.
I'm just an example, bro.
No, fuck that, man. That's free advertisement. Y'all come talk to us.
Yeah, bleep out that word I said.
That's what I'm saying. Come talk to us, man. But yeah, y'all need to get on this bandwagon quick. This shit about to go soon, man. My saying, from a Toyota to a Lamborghini, from a Honda to a Rolls Royce, let us know what car you want to see us in next. And if you have a car,
I had somebody say we should do a party bus.
And we're gonna throw a party in that bitch, like,
and have a show in there, drinks and stuff.
I mean, that would stupid, bro. You know that would.
I have a pathway to do it.
That might, you know, I do too, bro. There's motion in this car, nigga. What you talking about?
I didn't say that.
There's motion in this car.
See what I'm saying?
What you mean? That's what I'm saying. You just said it.
Check with your friends, bro, because see how you talk this so negatively. It's motion in here. I ain't call you broke. I'm just saying I have a pathway to do it.
No, I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying we got motion. I'm not doing. I wasn't.
See, that's how N-word moments happen. I misheard everything.
That's what I'm saying, bro. No, bro.
I apologize, bro.
I say we have motion, bro.
I apologize. That's on me. Sorry. I take accountability for that. I apologize.
Niggas. But yeah, man. Let us know what car you guys want to see us in next. And if you have a car, a special car that you want to show off, let us know. Reach out to us on Instagram, DMs, leave it in a comment, all that, man. I think that's everything.
Tip of the week.
My phone died.
Whatever space you're in, you put the wrong "you're" here. Be malleable enough to fit the mold. Basically, like, you know.
Repeat that, and you chopped it up, and then you try to call out my spelling, my grammar.
Whatever space you are in, be malleable enough to fit the mold.
Whatever space you're in, be malleable enough to fit the mold.
That means adapt.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to adapt.
I think, yeah.
Try new things and try to squeeze and fit in where you might not fit right away, but adapt, and you'll benefit from it. If you resist change, you'll die. You know?
Real quick, what do you think, like, our three... Like, maybe our mission statement, the thing that we try to push. One is community.
In our show?
Yeah. Community. Top three that you think.
Community, I would say educating oneself. And I don't want to be corny and say love, but I think push love too. Like,
I feel that. I feel that one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking community. I think that was gonna be my community. I'll use malleability, being able to change and fit the mold, whatever you're in. I feel like that's a big one because a lot of people. We have a lot that we actually touch on. I'm not gonna lie, but the big three for me: community, being able to adapt and being malleable to your environment, to whatever situation you're in, and then 3 is. I don't know the word, but a persistence, not giving up, pushing through. Resilience, persistence, resilience. Thank you. Yeah, dedication. I think dedication might be the best word for us.
I like that.
The reason
we're dedicated.
Yeah, we're dedicated, and I feel like we always trying to talk. We try to. We understand it's rough out here, man. You know what I'm saying? But if you have something you believe in and you keep working toward it, bro, I really do believe you can get there, bro. I know. It's not going to be easy for everybody. And I know, some people's going to be easier, some people's going to be harder. But I truly believe if you want it bad enough, you can get it. The reason why I say that is because let's just say you're fighting with other people who say they want it. If you're way more dedicated than them and they stop right before you hit that diamond, you're chipping away.
That means,
you know what I'm saying? They do it and they did all the work and you coming through and you hit that motherfucker and now you got the diamond because you kept going. Just being dedicated, bro. Not giving up. You know what I'm saying? You only lose when you give up, in my opinion. You might feel differently.
Never kill yourself.
All right. All right. Well, hey, man, you're in the with Flex.
And Quell.
Catch you on the next episode, man. Peace.
I ain't tryna wait today. Wake up, get some cake today. I've been with the boss. I got this money, tryna chase today. Wake up, see some O's up in my